Wildflower Lacquer has their July 2024 pre-order open through Friday, July 12th at 11:59 p.m. Central Daylight Time. First up is the Luminescence collection, inspired by iridescent carnival glass. Each polish is priced at $13.50, or you can get the entire collection for $78. Wildflower Lacquer Eesome, meaning pleasing to the eye, has a slate blue teal base with gold, green, blue, multichrome iridescent shimmer. I wore this in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover. These are shimmer heavy polishes, and I recommend thin coats and doing the next coat before the previous is dry to prevent bubbling. They dry quickly and are pretty hard to the touch. Wildflower Lacquer Incalescent, meaning to set ablaze, is a red-orange jelly with green, gold to magenta multichrome iridescent shimmer. I wore it in 4 thin coats. This one has a super fiery glow to it, and I love the contrast between the warm reddish-orange base and the green shimmer. Wildflower Lacquer Lucent, meaning softly bright or radiant, is a sheer polish with teal, magenta, purple, multichrome iridescent shimmer, and green glow-in-the-dark pigment. I wore this in 4 thin coats, and even when completed, it showed a little of my nail flaws underneath. The glow on this one is super strong. Due to the glow-in-the-dark pigment, it dries matte and slightly texture, needing top coat to smooth. Wildflower Lacquer Orphic, meaning mysterious and entrancing, is a green-brown jelly base with magenta gold-green multichrome iridescent shimmer. I wore this in 4 thin coats, and it remained somewhat sheer. I love this kind of murky, swampy color, and the multichrome shimmer just really made it come alive. Wildflower Lacquer Recherché, meaning carefully chosen, rare, or exotic, is a deep burgundy jelly with vibrant blue to purple duochrome iridescent shimmer. I wore it in 4 thin coats, but 2 or 3 will cover. This has a stain warning, but I didn't experience any notable staining from it. This one is one of the most interesting and rich shades in the collection for me, and I love the glow it has, along with the vampy base. Wildflower Lacquer Selcouth, meaning unfamiliar, rare, and strange yet marvelous, is a sheer yellow-green jelly with red-yellow-green multichrome UCC flakes. I wore this in 4 coats for maximum flake coverage, but you can layer it to taste. It dries textured and needs top coat to smooth. This one also has a stain warning, but I didn't get any excessive staining. Next up are individual limited edition and charity polishes. These are all priced at $13.50. Wildflower Lacquer 1948 is the annual Alzheimer's awareness polish. This series is dedicated to Taylor's grandmother who lost her battle with the disease in 2015. The name is inspired by the 63-year marriage of Taylor's grandparents together. $6 from the purchase of each bottle goes to Pearl's memory babies. The polish is a sheer warm light pink with strong blue indigo duochrome iridescent shimmer and a sprinkling of hollow shimmer. I wore it in 4 thin coats and it retains some sheerness. Wildflower Lacquer Kermy is a companion polish to the brand's June 2024 polish Yippee Skippy inspired by Miss Piggy. This polish is obviously dedicated to Kermit. It is a sheer cool green with pink gold green multichrome iridescent shimmer. I wore it in 4 thin coats, and it did show a little bit of my nail flaws. Wildflower Lacquer Shovels of Love is a charity polish in a series supporting animal rescues. This polish provides $6 per individual item sold to Broken Shovels Farm Sanctuary. It is a vibrant purple with purple, pink, orange, multi-chrome iridescent shimmer. I wore this in 4 thin coats, but 2 will cover. I love the richness of this shade and the vibrant blue shimmer layered against the purple base. Wildflower Lacquer Turtley Eesome is an animal rescue charity polish supporting Sea Turtle Inc. $6 from each bottle sold goes to the charity. It has a sheer seafoam green base with copper gold green iridescent shimmer. I wore it in 4 thin coats and it retained a little bit of sheerness. Wildflower Lacquer Gerald Can Have All My Coins is the in-shop polish pickup rewind for 2024. This originally released in October 2021. It is inspired by The Witcher. It has a deep navy base with copper gold green multi-chrome shimmer and hollow shimmer. I wore it in 2 thin coats, but you might be able to do just 1. Wildflower Lacquer The Sky Has Finally Opened 2.0 is the Polish Pickup Rewind PPU shop polish for July 2024. It originally released in June 2021, and $1 from each bottle sold goes to the Trevor Project. It is a 2.0 version, but is pretty much identical to the original. It has a brown mauve base with copper gold green multi-chrome iridescent shimmer and hollow shimmer. I wore it in 3 thin coats, but 2 will cover.